Hey beloved, just woke up, it's early morning. I'm going to be talking about the heart chakra and loving too much and how to balance the energy of love. Maybe you're loving too less, right? Avoiding, pushing away love. Let's talk about love. Hey superstar, Gavin is here from Wake Up Fulfilled. This video is about love. Loving too much, loving too far back, we're pulling back. No, don't want that. And where the balance is so that we can have more harmonious love. So right now I'm out in the park and I make videos daily here on YouTube. So subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get my videos. Use my videos as your morning ritual. We also offer neutrality shifting coaching, which helps you shift your reality by tapping into your personality, because your personality creates your personal reality. Once you shift your personality, you'll radically change your life. Your current personality is not conducive with the life that you want, so if you shift your personality, you'll radically change your life. So the heart chakra, love. A lot of us are confused in how to approach love, or a lot of us don't know how to balance our loves. A lot of us, what's happening is we've been taught a certain way on how to love. When we have a parent that is super duper strict, what can happen is you can become the type of person who wants to run away from love, or you could be the type of person that gives too much love, becomes a people pleaser for that particular strict parent. And then you start becoming overly loving to friends, to family members, to romantic relationships. And by giving in and leaning in way too much, you're actually repelling the exact thing that you're trying to create. Trying to make people happy, trying to make people feel good. But it almost feels like when you're like that, it's like a needy, wanty energy. There's also the opposite, where you could have a strict parent or maybe a toxic parent, narcissistic parent or something like this, and now your love is too far back. Woo, falling back right now. And you kind of don't understand love. Love, for some people don't get it, don't get love because maybe they've been hurt by a loved one or hurt in a romantic relationship. And it can be challenging to come back to normality in terms of love when you have been through some hard times with love. I know I have. I've been in relationships. In fact, my style of relationship was an anxious attachment style. I always wanted to be in a relationship, and all my relationships were pretty much long term, or at least it tried to be long term. And it was because I had a void within. I wanted a relationship in order to feel good about myself. You should never want a relationship in order to feel good about yourself. You should feel good about yourself where you are right now. Right now, I'm working on myself and building myself and learning more about myself. I feel like I'm at the level where I'm ready for a relationship. Now, in terms of me being completely ready, I know that I'm not there yet. You should 100% know without a shadow of a doubt that you are completely ready, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and maybe even physically. Because we know we need some physical, right? And so when we feel like we are completely ready on all levels of our being, then that's when we should approach dating. Because now we're not heading into the relationship in the arena of I'm unsure. You're going into the relationship and dating and stuff like that, seeking long-term commitment. So two parties come together and they're both wanting long-term commitment. What's going to happen, right? If both parties are ready and whole and not in the anxious attachment style, not pushing away love, but they are resonating on completely ready, completely happy with being alone, completely happy in being them, when they're in that space, now they're ready to share. Now they're ready to give. Now they're ready to contribute. Now they're ready to inspire each other. Now they're ready to love each other from an abundant space rather than a space of lack. So when it comes to relationships and love, it's about finding that balance. In reality transurfing, there's this thing called excess importance. If relationships is a big deal to you, and love and romance is a big deal to you, it means you have excess importance. There's too much desire and energy behind it. And again, when you have so much desire behind something, you're pushing it away. And not only that, to some people, it is unattractive. It's also unattractive to the universe. So for example, if you're desiring something material and you're desiring and you're desiring and you're desiring, I want it so bad, I can't wait to have it, blah, blah, blah. Now the universe is like, ew, right? It's like, you're too needy. You need to love yourself. Right? Step up. And so it won't give you that thing until you heal yourself. In relationships, it's the same way. When you are leaning in too much, when you have excess importance, and you are focused on trying to get someone, notice that energy comes from lack. The alternative to that is just feeling good within yourself, knowing that you're ready, and you just feel like, I'm ready, and so I'm going to date. It doesn't matter if they don't like me or the date doesn't go well or whatever it is. You don't have excess importance on trying to please them and make them happy and dressing up nice and, all of this stuff, and also not being ourselves in the dating period. When you have excess importance, you start becoming someone that you're not, and then that person that's observing who is observing who you are is starting to create a picture of who you are, when in actuality you are not being completely yourself because it's stemming from lack. So in the dating period, for people, you want to show up in a way where you are completely yourself. And the dating period really should be not trying to change anyone or anything like that, but getting to know somebody for who they are and accepting it. And then when it comes to the marriage, now that's when you start moving into how can we compromise, how can we shift and work with each other so that we can survive long term. Excess importance can also be on the internal world, where you feel like you need to be a certain way, and you need to be a certain way too bad. For example, for some men, they might have excess importance on getting big and building muscle. They need to feel a certain way on the inside. Too much confidence, excess confidence. And this can also become a repellent, because sometimes, just sometimes, you might be out of alignment with who you are. Your confidence is stemming from a place of lack, And so when you try to get into a relationship, the woman can perceive that it's not true confidence, right? It's not true power. It's coming from the 3D. It's coming from material and how you look. Confidence can be how you look, but it's not mostly how you look. Confidence is a very neutral and natural and relaxed energy. It's just when you kind of don't care what people think, you're not caring about people looking at you or anything like that. It's just like, you know, meh. And I used to think confidence was showing up a certain way, like I'm confident, and like you walk around like you're confident. I'm confident, look at me, I'm confident. That's not confidence. Confidence is just, you don't need to show off or show up a certain way or act a certain way. Just really relaxed in who you are and accepting you for who you are 100%. I'm not trying to please the external world. And again, that's excess importance when you're trying to please the world, because you feel like, confidence will lead to people seeing you as a good person or a powerful person or, a confident person. So the heart is one of those energies which has something called unconditional love. And people get confused with this energy of unconditional love, where they feel like, oh, if I'm unconditional, then I'm just supposed to give to everyone, and like, give, 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 give. But unconditional love is also receiving and giving to yourself and loving yourself enough to have the things that will help you grow, expand, succeed. It's not just the giving and pleasing the outer world. You have to love yourself and put yourself first. You come first. If you look around you right now, if you look around you right now, you are the center of the universe. You are. Your universe, right? You are the center of the universe, right? Like, you can only see through your eyes. You can only see through your being, right? You are the center of the universe. And so you need to love yourself first. You need to put yourself first. Everything starts here with you. Everything starts right here. You are the first. So you need to understand that when you love yourself, everything else works way better. Loving yourself is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. Putting yourself first is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. And I'm not saying to be selfish here. No, far from it. I'm saying that you need to fill your cup and give from the cup of overfloweth. Now giving to others becomes more abundant, and it's not coming from a place of lack. And some people find this hard, even with kids. No, Gavin, I'm going to put my kids first. Right? On the airplane, put your mask on first and then put your child's mask on first. Some people say, no, hell no, I'm going to put my child's mask on first. And this is the contradiction. This is the challenge. Because one part, on one reality, is like when a tree gets chopped down in the woods or falls down in the woods, does it make a sound? Right? Yes or no? Of course it makes a sound. But no one can hear it, okay? No one can hear it. So does it really make a sound? And that's the confusion. And it's the same with this. Is the cup half full or half empty? Well, it's both. But when it comes to love and loving yourself, what I see from my own experience is that when I feel good, when I am overflowing with love, the love that I'm giving is more godly, more powerful, more abundant. It's coming from the right space. Not a neediness, not a pulling back. It's just a good giving. So you are the center of the universe. And what we want to do is we want to go to university, your city. You want to take intuition, inner tuition, tuition within, and study thyself. We want to learn more about ourselves. There's a saying, know thyself. When you master yourself, when you govern yourself, you master your life. This can only happen from spending time acknowledging your thoughts and your feelings and digging in to the way you are operating. It's time to upgrade your operating system. It's time to challenge yourself on how you are approaching love. Love is a big deal. We came into this world through love, and we need to understand that when we approach it in the right way, in a spiritual way, in the 5D, from not lack or limitation, but from purity. It's kind of funny because unconditional love and giving sometimes can be confused with, no, that's how you're supposed to give love. Like, you're supposed to give love that way, right? But in actuality, it's a confused kind of love. So notice what I'm saying here, that the balanced type of love, I'm not saying it's the right type of love, okay, because there's no right or wrong, but the balanced kind of love that feels really good, feels abundant, that feels joyful, that isn't leaning in and makes you feel weak sometimes and tired sometimes and, you know, just out of balance, just feels not right. Like you're always chasing something or you're always pulling away from it and like, there. We want to work out how we can feel good in the area of love, completely and holistically. So we can do this by healing our past, looking into our past. We can do this by neutrality shifting. We can do this by learning from books. I can name some books right now. In Sync with the Opposite Sex is a really good book on dating and love. In Sync with the Opposite Sex. This is on Audible. I highly suggest the Audible version because it's really funny, right? It's really joyful. It's really good experience. So you're learning about love whilst laughing. Really good book. Really good book. Another book, Non-Violent Communication. That's a really powerful book. Another really good book is The 5 Love Languages. It's important to understand the 5 love languages. Another really good book, which corresponds with this exact video, is that called Attached. And it shows you how to create harmonious, balanced love within yourself, to find out how to sort your own stuff out so that when you get into a relationship, or if you're in an existing relationship, you can create that balance. You can also get neutrality shifting coaching, which we have available for you. The link will be in the description. And what we can do is we can help you balance out your love, where you're not too needy or wanting, or you're not pulling back too much, and you're not sabotaging your relationships. So if you want to get neutrality shifting coaching, the link will be in the description. We've got amazing testimonials. If you click the link, you'll see the testimonials in the comment section. So go to the link first and then you'll see the comment section. It's a YouTube video. Keep watching these videos. In the next video, I'm going to be talking about the throat chakra, communication, and much more. So subscribe, hit the notification bell. Should be some videos coming up on screen right now. Keep watching, keep learning, keep expanding, and I'll speak to you soon. Peace.